Beautiful Puget Sound just to our west. You get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Penny on the toss right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. And able able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Tannehill.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
And just 19 sacks as a team last year, the 3rd lowest in the NFL. Yet this team still made the playoffs. With better pass rush as we just saw there, this team could have a longer stay as they seek a Super Bowl title.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill.
A check down here for Henry.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make it a second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 44.
Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. On third down, Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's second and 9. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 7, Seahawks nothing.
Mike bye-bye, Mike 55, Mike bye-bye. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Take 4, take 4.
On second down, here's Penny. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 22, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. This is first and goal from about the 8.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
To throw is Wilson.
Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From the end zone, Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the 1st down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go play action now. Wilson dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Targets Metcalf along the sideline.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. They kick it away.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down, Tennessee.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. D. Ford that time showing what he can do defensively. Credit him with a tackle for loss. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Again, it's Penny, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 44, check 44. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson.
That's taken in by Eskridge, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Penny, the first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bud Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down.
A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the 50.
Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with a give to Henry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Tannehill. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Darrell Taylor
Able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn.
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Titans.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Lockett the return.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Tony Brown there on the tackle.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Wilson. They'll find Everett there, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
quickly out wide to Eskridge. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play that time for the Titans. On 1st down, Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it again with Henry. Runs over it, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Lockett the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jeffrey Simmons able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. Nifty move. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a first down in field goal range already. From the gun, a give to Penny. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now they'll run it again with Penny, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, keep things point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also, on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready in the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring?
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Trey Brown. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense.